Hi guys, hi Iris, and hello Wanda. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple of different things for you. I'm going to do some oracle cards, I'm going to do some regular tarot, and I'm just going to kind of see into your current situation for your health, and that's what you wanted to know. You wanted to know about if there's, anything that you can do to prolong your life and be happier and live happier and healthier and just... So these cards are oracle cards, and they actually give you direct information into specifics. So specifically, this will give you specifics into each area that needs to be addressed, if anything needs to be addressed. There is a woman who is very, very tiny. I keep seeing her face. She has completely white hair, very curly. She has tiny little glasses. She's with you. She's with you. She's in all white, like pure white. And she looks like an angel. So, alright, so just some insight into your health. These are big cards, so it takes me a while to shuffle them. I'm so glad you like watching my live videos, Iris. I think that is incredible, amazing. And thank you for raising such an amazing daughter. It's really hot today. Very hot. They get easier to shuffle, kind of. Okay, and I feel like maybe one more. There we go. Alright, so how to take care of your health for a longer and happier life, and anything that's, current problems. I don't feel anything in my body from you, so that's good. I think you're very, very, very healthy. So we have healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. So that is your card right there. Healing the divine masculine. Very good card. Very good card. And it's strangely, oddly enough, they're scary accurate. So, I always do the book definition with the oracle cards because they are so complicated. So, healing the divine masculine. If I can find him. Alright, so Osiris rises. So the divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. So your inner masculine is going through healing right now. It's growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. So, balance. You might need to balance out a few things in your life. Are you sweet tooth? A sweet tooth? That's what that shows me. A little bit of a sweet tooth. So the feminine or the masculine is actually trying to balance out with the feminine. So there is at the top of the head lots of energy coming from the top. So that is your crown chakra. So that would be God. God, literally God. Energy coming through you and balancing you out and trying to balance the feminine and the masculine together so that they can work in harmony within your body. So the inner masculine and the inner feminine need each other. When they are in a good inner relationship with us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world in a relatively peaceful, creative, and enjoyable way. When there is damage to the inner masculine, there is difficulty in standing up for our truths, in knowing that our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. So we might also feel that unless others see things as we do, we have no power, and then we have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. So the inner masculine part of us needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self in all its uniqueness, so that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy just to love and be that person and allow others to do the same. So this will happen at any time. He is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength, to be even more of the unique self. The masculine and the feminine within us need balance, need to be in balance with each other. There is no point having a powerful feminine with unique values and a strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values, no matter what others may think, and take action to allow the creative force of the inner feminine to flow into the form of the physical world. So when your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the whole more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence, so that he may take action to allow the blossoming of the feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling secure and safe. So, there could be a possible imbalance in your body right now, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. So, this oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming, and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. So sometimes, just as Isis looked for Osiris to help put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy of his dark brother Set, our feminine needs to help the masculine to heal so it can turn and can help her. So your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you, by adjusting and healing our own views of masculine energy, so that our feminine energy is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, or controlling. A healing shift begins, so the divine feminine, for you, can be then chosen to relate to the divine inner masculine in a different way, to hold a different vision and different beliefs to who he is, what he can do, and what his purpose might be. So she might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. So that would be God. That would be God for you. For you, I kind of feel like that's saying that you have been praying constant, well, not constant, but I mean your prayer, your faith, plays a giant and very important, integral part of your health. So keep your faith. Keep your faith in God, because that is what is that is the glue that is holding you together. The glue. So, okay, what this looks like in our experience, our life experience, is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, in how we move and live and experience the world. We have more of a willingness to be kind to ourselves, to honor our feelings, and not to be bullied into stepping away from our truths by others or by our own self-doubt or self-criticism. So it is an inner commitment to love and honor the self, and inner trust is this commitment. So when the feeling arises to try something new creatively or spiritually, for example, there is trust that this will be respected and acted upon, and it is. So when the healing of this relationship begins to occur within us, and our outer relationships also change and flow into a healthier expression, we begin to feel safe, protected, and strong enough to take risks and live a bold, expressive, truthful, and creative life with more energy and passion. So you are very passionate about what you do. Your faith is it's evident within this card, how strong and how bold it is. So that is good. I love that. Right, so the oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit for some restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything. That he should always be dominant and the only most violent and aggressive alpha masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you are already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay with your process. So you are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, containing, strong, and aware. That would be God energy. You are also encouraged to continually choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as a perpetrator, or as dominating. So use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid casting the masculine by considering it weak, useless, or unnecessary. For healing to happen for both masculine and feminine, we must be prepared to let go of feelings and victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to the masculine and feminine energy with a completely different approach. So this says a lot. So faith, it's a lot to do with your faith, and I like that. I think that's great. So this can be enough to set healing in motion. So it takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Now Isis could represent the Virgin Mary. She could represent an angel, an archangel. She could represent the woman that I saw before, the white-haired woman. That is, I do really feel that she is around you, but I do feel like it is more of a, okay, this is the Virgin Mary, this is Mary, Mother Mary, and then the divine masculine, which is God, pure God. So once the masculine it begins to gain strength and be empowered to express itself in a less cliched and a more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and power of honoring and boundaries. We learn how to respect and be respectful without losing our power or becoming servile. We learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace. And we learn how to cut through manipulations and posturing in the world of the relationships straight to the truth of the matter. Masculine and feminine energies can then do what they are ultimately desired to do, which is unite in love to create harmony, bliss, and the peaceful fulfillment of inner wholeness. So that does show me quite a bit of your faith. So just disregard the different names. So I see what I see. I don't want to burn my card. What I see is God. So you place your faith in God to keep you healed. So you need to, I think there's kind of an imbalance maybe in faith. splitting you in two, possibly. So if you do, you can actually bring those two together like that. So you recognize the masculine and the feminine within yourself, and that is going to bring about healing for even more of what you're praying for. So what you pray about is what you're going to bring about, and that is divine healing. So your health, I don't think it's bad. I don't think there's anything wrong, seriously wrong. I really do think that you take very good care of yourself internally. You are very, very, very strong-willed. So with all of that being said, ooh, I think I'm burning my card, melting it. Your faith in God and in Jesus, right here. That is what keeps you. That is what keeps you in conjunction with your everyday regimen of vitamins, lots of vitamins, walking, exercising. So you're very balanced. You are very balanced, and right now you are actually being balanced out even more. So I kind of feel like when I see you, I see kind of waviness, like uncertainty. Then this card, which would be God or Jesus, whom you pray to, which gives you divine healing. So that God source, what I call source, or Jesus, would be this. That divine loving energy running through you to put a pep in your step. So that's what's going on right now with you, with your health matters. So that's just one reading. You're going to get a few. So again, there's your card. So a lot of people do see Isis as Mary, Osiris, or Thoth as Jesus. So it's very similar. The Egyptian pantheon is very, very similar to Christianity. Very similar. If you replace the names, everything fits perfectly together as a whole. So that's a very, very good card. A very good card. And that again was the healing of divine masculine. So, your faith in God could be actually getting stronger, a lot stronger. Therefore, that gives you even more inclination to either work out, jog, walk, take better care of yourself, watch what you're eating, that type of thing. So, I love these cards. These are oracle cards, so they're a bit different than regular tarot cards. So, okay, let me get a sip of my coffee. I hope you're a coffee drinker. If you are, cheers. Cheers. Where'd my other deck go? Okay. Now, I'm going to do one for... Okay, no. Tarot you cannot actually accurately, that's a tongue twister. You can't, with the tarot, actually accurately predict the future. Nobody can. And if they tell you that they can, they're lying. They're all liars. I promise you that, because it's not possible at all. So what this does is it just tells you, okay, it delves into a situation. So it's kind of like getting an x-ray from the doctor or a checkup. It's just kind of telling you, okay, this is what's going on with this issue. If you continue on this path, then if it's a bad issue, it'll get worse. If you veer off, take a different road, little detour to the coffee shop or the gym, or coffee and then the gym, then you're taking that course. You have rerouted, so that course is not going to be a negative action. It's not going to be a negative outcome. You have rerouted, and you are taking a different course of action to change what might possibly happen in the future. So it's just that what if it could possibly happen. So, but to be living a longer, stronger, healthier life, faith in your faith, God, Jesus, your inner faith, that whole feeling. That's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on that love in you, and that's it's just gonna spread throughout your body. And that love, it cures all, especially the love of God, Jesus, source, whatever you want to call the big disco ball in the sky. But I do feel like that is your main focus, is your faith. That is mine. That I am the same exact way too. So now about anything in the near future, about your health that you need to know about. So is there anything that you, Iris, need to know about your health in the near future? And these are easier to shuffle. They're a lot smaller. And this is the Cosmic Tarot. A little bit of arthritis, maybe. Maybe not too bad. I feel like you're healthy as a horse. Literally. Now remember, I'm not a doctor. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I legally have to say that. Legally. Once I get to shuffling, I usually get on a roll. Do you play bridge? I just seen a deck of cards. Playing cards, regular cards. Do you swim? Alright, I feel like they have been shuffled pretty well. Literally 22 times gets the entire deck shuffled. So, I'm going to put them into 3 piles. I wish you were here with me. So I'm kind of, let me see. This one has the strongest. Okay, this way. All right. So this is just, if there's, any kind of, anything that you should be aware of in your near future. So, the Magician. All right, this is again. Here we go. The divine light, source, spirit, God, Jesus. Whatever name you want to put on it. You are in control. You can be sick and you can still think. You can think healthy thoughts. You can think happy thoughts. This represents your faith. So literally, this does look like a little bit of portrait of Jesus. So Jesus would have been a magician. kind of maybe a witch, maybe. I'm using that term very lightly for you, don't quote me. So that shows me quite a bit. It shows me quite a bit of how you actually take very, very good care of yourself. And it shows me lots of water drinking, lots of outdoor work, exercising the mind, brain games, exercising the mind, exercising the body, and then whatever you do within your mind, your faith, again, just like the Osiris card, the healing of the divine masculine comes right through you to your body. So when you pray, you are bringing about, you are manifesting your own health. So that's what you are doing. You have good health, and that's what that shows me. The magician, God would be the ultimate magician, Jesus. So through him, you're healed. Always, 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 always. So that is what I pick up from that card. Okay, so the magician. I don't feel like there's, anything bad. Sweet tooth. I still keep picking up on that sweet tooth. So I'm not 100% positive about the sweet tooth. So that's just my interpretation of the card, what I get from it. I think maybe this shows maybe that you have recently in the past completely had a kind of maybe a health scare. But now faith, God, Jesus is what is healing you. Maybe you had an interaction with, or maybe you did experience a miracle and you were healed. So that is just showing me how powerful and how much God loves you and how much your faith really does play a part in your own body and your health. So I mean, that is incredible. That is incredible that you're able to do that, to actually mind over matter, to keep yourself healthy and happy. So I'll give you the book definition too, of course. So the magician, let me get another sip of my coffee, sorry. I always give the book definition too. Alright, the magician is the first card. Okay, so. Alright, this is just a snippet into the magician again. So the magician's face has both masculine and feminine features. Mustache and goatee, delicate eyebrows and a mouth. He or she wears a fillet decorated with the lemniscate used in mathematics to signify infinity. So through mental powers, you rule the four elements, the four suit signs of the tarot. The roses of passion and the lilies of purity are near the table. So, excuse me, lilies, they represent faith, purity, Jesus, I see again in that. Okay, so literally, the cosmos in context to the entire universe of the magician. So the Roman numeral 1 is identical to the Roman letter I, which signifies the self-aware ego in English. I is oneness and also onlyness. I about said the loony. I feel a bit loony. The lonely one craves a reflection, which will be identical and yet opposite of the potential of zero, the fool, into a creative force. God, life, breath, love, inspiration, mind, the great one. So the presence of the four suit signs indicates that from formlessness have come the elements of form. The magician, or God, is form, and then his sister, the high priestess, is time. So this is form, energy, God. The sword, wand, and cup, and the pentacle right there. Symbolizes the 4 elements of life as understood by the human mind. Receptively, air, which is mental, fire, spiritual, water, emotional, and earth, which is physical. So that is just a cosmic way of telling you about the card. So now the human community. The magician manipulates the elements to invent, to create, to cast a spell, or pray, and so he rules innovation and pioneering work, research and development, experimental or avant-garde art, and radical sociology. His work has the potential to fulfill the needs of humans, Jesus, though he is neutral as the moral implications of its uses. Thus, dynamite can be used to evacuate or excavate building sites, or it can be used in bombs. So the roses denote passionate dedication. The lilies represent pure, single-minded devotion. So that would be to Jesus, to God. The magician manipulates people as well as the elements, charismatic, attractive, and persuasive. He knows how to play all the chords, charming us mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The magician is the priest and the leader. Jesus, in your case. I really feel that. I've never felt that from a card before, but I do. I really feel that. And the charlatan and the pretender. So I'm disregarding the charlatan and the pretender from this card. It does not resonate with me. The audience that forgets the illusory quality of the show is dubbed. The priest or preacher who claims for himself the qualities of the spirit he worships is a charlatan. I'm not resonating with that. The vote-buying promises of politicians are the magic tricks that reveal the real difficulties involved in the governing. So the magician can reflect the tendency of groups to get caught up in the power, charisma, or promises of an individual. So such situations have led to the founding of great religions such as Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and have also led to brainwashing cults and the most savage tyrannies such as those under Adolf Hitler and Idi Amin. So that just shows me that more of your faith. There's nothing to fear. I don't feel any kind of anything for your near future, like health-wise. I feel it to be strong. I feel it to be very, very strong and very healthy. Now, the book definition for the magician pertaining to you, the individual, that would be you, Iris. So, the magician is the ideal person to raise funds for a cause, to convert or persuade a difficult audience, to solve a complex problem through sheer ingenuity. Once the trick is done, however, his interest wanes. Someone else will have to follow through. He is interested in seeing how this work is applied, but most likely needs a business partner, unless he himself has the means of production. Potential investors may be alienated by the fact that he doesn't always play by the rules. Though not necessarily immoral, the magician is not scrupulous. He will not agonize over the consequences his work may have. He means support to the end. The process, not the goal, is all. One result of his detachment is the ability to dedicate himself to a task that may have no material reward or status. The other side of scholarly detachment is science gone amok, cruelty to animals, the invention of devastating weapons. The magician can be a heartless playboy or playgirl, making a science of seduction and abandoning his or her subject when the experiment has yielded results. Or the magician's objectivity can allow him to love unpossessively, a free-spirited person. The magician can be a brother, a friend of a long-standing or an ordained man. He can be tremendously supportive or maddeningly competitive. If the magician is in the form of a woman, she will gravitate to traditionally male jobs and roles. The magician rules crackpots, whose great ideas never make it off the drawing board, inventors, con artists, sleight-of-hand artists, Mr. or Mrs. Fix-Its, master artisans, and other artists who concentrate more on style and form than on content and meaning. So, that to me again shows just your faith, how much your faith plays an integral role in your health. So I don't feel like you have any health issues, anything to worry about in the future. Now, if somebody does come along and they think there's still a possibility that there could be a charlatan that is going to try to convince you. It could be a doctor, it could be anybody, to start to do something a different way that you're not used to. That is going to lead to failure. So make sure you stay on your routine of doing things to keep yourself healthy. Or that person, not Jesus or God, not spirit or source. Don't let them misguide you off your path, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Sorry, that thing keeps blowing up and I don't know why. So yes, your health, I feel like, is incredible. It's very incredible. So, I'm going to draw one more card for you. And I get Justice. So, balance. Again, I see balance here with the scales. A balance. You are very balanced. You are very, very set in your ways. You're very set in your ways, but yet you're open. You're very open. So, I see balance between the light and the dark within yourself, masculine, feminine. The health, again, balance. Let's see here. Literally, yes, literally, your faith again, it's showing me. Nothing will penetrate that faith. Nothing will penetrate that faith. Therefore, nothing, since you already have Jesus protecting you always and forever, until eternity, all eternity. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing right here. So you have nothing to worry about, nothing trying to penetrate that protective bubble that you have, your relationship with God, with Jesus. You don't have to worry about that because it is in your head already. You're set, you're healthy, you're balanced. Let's see. Yes. You're really you're very balanced. Maybe glasses, possible glasses in the future or now. Maybe just an eye exam coming up. Simple, little, tiny, earthly things. Just tiny, little, earthly things. Nothing to fear, nothing to be afraid about, nothing to go, cuckoo over, or, It's just it's very, very good. So the divine, God, Jesus, always protects you. And that's what all these cards are about. God, Jesus, your faith, your mind, them, him, God, helping you with your faith, undying faith, is leading your body into a wholeness, completely whole. So you are going to, either you're feeling the wholeness now, from maybe a possible past scare, or you're just feeling the wholeness. So justice, justified. So if I don't know if malpractice just came to my mind, something malpractice. Maybe get a second opinion if you have already gotten a first opinion, and it was kind of iffy. I kind of pick up on that. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But I feel like a second opinion, if you've already had a first opinion, I kind of feel like that there could be a person that isn't too educated in what they do in their healthcare field. So they could be, or you could be taking action to right the wrongs. So that is what I feel from that card. And that is your Justice card. So I will give you, again, I will give you the book definition, of course. What number is she? Wow. Number 9. Very good card. Very, very good card. If I can actually find... I don't always like the book definitions. I really like what I pick up from this. So, I mean, I do feel you being balanced and whole and full and happy and healthy. So, alright, just a snippet. Okay, the cloak of justice spreads over the starry sky in which the yin and the yang sign in a scale. On either side, day and night, a tower rises behind. So, the individual pertaining to you and your health, what you could possibly experience in the future, what possibly could be going on right now. So, the pans of scale of justice weigh 2 red triangles, which are here. The upward pointing triangle symbolizes intangible spirit. The downward pointing triangle symbolizes the body and all the matter that keeps us, as incarnate beings, attached to earthly existence. Each red triangle is invested with a black triangle, as each half of the yin-yang circle is invested with its opposite. So the image describes our individuality, which is generated by a dualistic outlook of me and you. So, and our unity with what is all around us. Selfishness and compassion are implicit. The pans are in perfect equilibrium. A rose, a symbol of physical passion and divine love, God, supports the scale. The dualism and the unity of justice illustrates the inner person and also the individual relating to others. You are so loving, so kind, and so caring and giving. You're so completely... Everybody can be selfish a little bit to an extent, but I think you are completely... You put other people ahead of you first. It's other people first, then you. So, where did I go? Okay, yeah, the pans, which are on the scales, they're in perfect equilibrium. So, okay, Libra, the sign of the scales, is ruled by the planet of love, Venus, and so is considered one of the more sociable signs of the zodiac. Charm, good looks, diplomacy, and affability are considered Libran qualities. Romance, courtship, and romantic intrigue are favored activities. The wish for equilibrium is foremost. So, your balance, your equilibrium. So there could be, again, with the eyes, vertigo, maybe, possibly. Libras judge, weigh, and evaluate. Indecision or vacillation may result from the wish to consider all sides of the story. Justice can indicate a decision or more procrastination. When the verdict is finally delivered, it will be fair. The process may be unfathomable, especially to the party who feels cheated of a favorable outcome. So, again, I don't feel anything serious. Nothing serious. So that is your card. I'll give you a better look. There we go. She looks a little scary, but she's not. She's not. You could see her as, another image of Mary, another image of the divine. So balance, lots of balance for you. So, yeah, I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. You don't have much to worry about at all. You are in very good health. You are in quite the good health. And I think that is amazing and incredible. But who is the lady, the little lady with white hair? It's curly. It's very curly. It's white. She's plump. She's so cute. Who is this lady? She's with you. I think it could be a mom, a grandma. But she's just always continuous. It's a continuous smile. It's a guardian angel. That's what I'm picking up. It's a guardian angel. So yes, I so much peace and so much love and just so much genuine, what do I want to say? Compassion, genuine compassion, great health, especially, as we get older, our health tends to decline. You're taking the action to actually do something about that. That is your strong point. Mind over matter. Mind over the body. You are in control of your body, along with God or Jesus. So, I really hope that made sense for you. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope I worded everything okay to where it made sense, and I didn't want to offend or do anything off the norm. So I just kind of made it all a little pretty for you, and a little candle, and that's just a regular crystal for healing. It sends out healing energy from source, God, and that's pneumite, and that connects us with spiritual worlds, God. Very nice stone. It's also a healing stone. And I actually put joy oil, and I put joy and high vibrational oil. So if there's anything ailing you, this candle, the joy oil and the high vibrational oil, it will reach you through this. That was my intention, for love, healing, kindness, compassion, all good things to come your way. So I really hope you enjoyed. So I will see you in just a second. Hi Iris, how are you? I hope you are well. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Again, everything, it's not set in stone, so it just tells you, you're going on this course, or, this is what's happening right now. It's nothing set in stone, so it's nothing to be afraid of or freak out about, or, if there was anything negative that came up in the reading, you always change it. You are very strong at what you do. You're very strong. You're very strong-minded, and I love that about you. And this lady, who is this lady? She's got, white hair. She's very tiny. Well, she's short. She's very short. She's bigger. She's not bigger, but she's healthy. She looks very healthy and very happy. She is. I just see her looking at you, smiling. That's all I see, is smiling. It's so much love. There's so much. I love it. I didn't get anything bad, anything negative at all. So that's a very good thing. So I'm very, very happy that nothing negative came up. It was all very positive, and it focused on the divine and Jesus and God and the good stuff. So for healing, and for your your emotional, mental, and physical and spiritual health. So I think as long as your spiritual health is really good, I think already. If your spiritual health is good, everything else just falls into place. So that's my opinion. I don't know if that's what you think, but I think once we're good with God, I think we just automatically just our cells in our body just start to rejuvenate themselves. So the balance between the masculine and the feminine within yourself, that's always going to happen, and everybody, in nature, everything. So a very, very good reading. I have that feeling that it was good reading. That's what I got. So I do hope you enjoyed. I really do. If not, I'll all over again. We'll do it all over again. I was going to break out my angel board, but something told me, don't you dare. I think my grandma was whispering in my ear, don't you dare break that board out. So I didn't. No way in HE double hockey sticks would I do that in any way, shape, or form. So, out of complete and utter respect, especially for my elders, so I could never do that. So, I just really hope you do enjoy. I hope you enjoy. That was a really long tarot reading. That was very, very long. I've never had 3 cards last me an hour. So there's just a lot going on with you. You're very, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. On the move. You're very healthy. You're active. And I love that. The vision. The vision. That's the only thing that really kind of showed up. It was nothing bad either. I mean, nothing major. Maybe a little bit of arthritis, maybe in the fingers. Like my fingers feel a little creaky. Just normal what comes with age. So I think you're aging very well. The health is very well, and it just seems perfect. So I think, with your faith, keep your faith. Don't let anybody try to stray you, and you're going to be good to go. So regular checkups and all that good stuff. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose anything or tell you, you need to do this or that or this or that. So I just enjoyed being able to read for you, and that, it's hot. Hot flashes? Are you having hot flashes at all? I'm like burning up. Sorry for smoking. I know it's bad, so. It's hot. I'm having a hot flash, and I don't ever get this hot, so. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. And I will definitely tell Wanda that this is happening right now. I will message her, and I hope you enjoy. And all my love to you. All my love. And I love that you watch the live streams, and I just love it. Thank you. Thank you for bringing such an amazing daughter into this world as well. So you were an amazing mother. You did something amazing. So all my love to you, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you all soon.